So I want you to close your eyes and try and think of the most bizarre musical pairing that you can. I can nearly guarantee that it's not as strange as the one headed your way. It's Friday, it's March 27th, and this is the Currents Music News. Hey, I'm Jade.
And I'm Jay. Today's top story is also the top story on Billboard magazine. It's their cover story this week. How are things going to look when the concert industry emerges on the other side of this unprecedented global shutdown? Billboard points out that before this huge shutdown, the concert industry was booming with a remarkable 30% year-over-year growth in ticket sales. But it's also true that the industry was consolidating, with more and more of those tickets being sold by giant promoters Live Nation and AEG. Well, everything is shut down pretty much while we try to slow the growth of the coronavirus pandemic, and it looks like the industry is going to lose $10 to $12 billion over this shutdown. But the industry will come back, and how are things going to look on the other side? Well, Billboard thinks there's going to be even more consolidation because while everybody is losing money with the shutdown, the giant promoters have deeper pockets, they run venues, they run their own ticketing, they're going to be better able to bounce back, whereas those smaller independent promoters are really going to be hit hard. Some of them are probably going to close.
It's unfortunate news. Maybe you need a little something to pick you back up. And if so, perhaps when you woke up this morning, you already saw it. Bob Dylan, new music, and running at about 17 minutes long. This is the longest Bob Dylan song ever. And that's in a history of some very long songs. So what's this song called? It's called Murder Most Foul. And what's it about? Is it about the pandemic? Is it about the market crashing right now? It's ostensibly about the assassination of JFK. But it's not just about that. This is 17 minutes, and in it somehow, Dylan packs in pretty much all of the 1960s. Civil War, politics, Woodstock, and name drops over 75 songs, including Miles Davis Quartet, The Old Devil Moon, Little Richard's Lucille, Billy Joel's Only the Good Die Young, Queen's Another One Bites the Dust. There's Fleetwood Mac, Eagles, Beatles. I mean, you name it, it's in this song. So Bob Dylan, I guess, welcome to 2020.
'Twas a dark day in Dallas, November 63. A day that would live on in infamy. President Kennedy was a riding high. Good day to be living and a good day to die.
How long do you think he's been holding on to that song, Jade?
Probably since like the late 1960s. It's definitely one of those songs that sounds like it's a cutting room floor song, but it's classic Dylan and a tale of the 1960s, all in one 17-minute song.
Well, now we have those random duets that Jade mentioned at the top of the show. Well, let's start with the unlikely collaboration between Bon Jovi and, wait for it, Prince Harry.
This is bonkers. It's so bonkers.
Yeah. So the song is called Unbroken. It's pretty bad. Can we say that? I'm just going to say it. It's not a great song, but it's for an important cause, actually. It was recorded as a charity single to support the recovery and rehabilitation of wounded military personnel. It was recorded last month at Abbey Road. And in light of Harry's defection from the royal family, which you may have heard about if you've been following the news, John Bon Jovi now calls his duet partner the artist formerly known as Prince.
I had honor, I found purpose. Sir, yes, sir, that's what I know. They sent us to a place I never
there is another kind of weird, not as weird, but an equally unique duet that came out today. And this features Marcus Mumford of the banjo heavy Mumford & Sons, and Diplo, who performs under Major Lazer from time to time. So this is a Major Lazer production. It's a new song. It's called Lay Your Head on Me.
When you're numb to the touch, you cannot chase this ghost away. And this too shall pass, this too shall pass. It won't always be the same. And every single scar that you claim.
Let's move on from those bizarre pairings and get into today's version of Artists Doing Good. And the artist I want to talk about today is Rihanna. Rihanna donated personal protective equipment to the state of New York to assist medical workers fighting COVID-19, which is really huge. If you've seen it, New York is the epicenter of the pandemic right now in the United States. So this is pretty huge. In fact, Governor Andrew Cuomo thanked Rihanna personally and her foundation in a tweet, and he said, "We're so appreciative of your help and that so many others have stepped up. So thank you very much, Rihanna."
Yes. And he is a busy man right now, so if he found time to thank Rihanna, that must have been a very substantial donation indeed. And if you're wondering what you can do about that story we talked about at the top of the show with respect to the concert promoters, well, every promoter is hoping that if you are holding a ticket to a show that was postponed until this fall, if you hang on to it, that makes life easier for the artists and the promoters rather than asking for a refund, if that's an option for you. Well, that's today's music news. We'll be back next time with another update. So you can like and follow us. Be sure you catch that. And you can listen to The Current on the radio, on our web stream, our app, or your smart speaker. And click in the comments to let us know what music news stories are meaningful to you right now. Today, we're going to leave you with a PSA, an important message that has rarely sounded so sweet as this coronavirus warning in a new PSA from Ugandan artists Bobi Wine and Nubian Lee.
The bad news is that everyone is a potential victim, but the good news is that everyone is a potential solution. Sensitize the masses to sanitize, keep a social distance and quarantine. Stop!
The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert. It's a global pandemic we can never take for granted.
Omulwadde wa corona temumuzanyisa bange.
Kila mtu must be alert. It's a matter of life we can never take for granted. Discipline and personal hygiene, and make sure you regularly wash your hands. Keep a distance from everyone. Report anything like a symptom. Serious fever is a symptom. Dry cough is a symptom. Walkway tamula is a symptom. Itchy eyes and flu is a symptom.